Welcome to a very special Racing to Win. It's a huge night coming up at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. 12 of the world's best jockeys compete to be the IJC champion. It is one heck of a roster coming up for the IJC on Wednesday night. To preview the races, the boys in the studio, Paul, Ellie and Tom Wood. And Tom, what riders and what's the scoring system?
Well, the riders, we've got some terrific riders from right around the world to mark, and of course, as per normal, we've got 4 races, races 4, 5, little break for race 6, and then races 7 and 8. It's 12 points for the win, 6 for second and 4 for third. There's $1 million in prize money, and of course, the trainers sending their best Happy Valley stock they've got, because there's money up for grabs for them too. There is. It's one they're more and more trying to win, the trainers too, Paul. That little cash bonus as well.
Yeah, it's really good, and there's plenty of cash for the punters as well. There's some 400,000 in the first double trio, so we can try and get the money early there. The 6-up win bonus is $5 million going to that, and all those 4 races is 500,000 going to the quartet and first 4 merge pool. So look, it's going to be a fantastic night.
It is. It's an early start too. The meeting details about to appear on screen, and the 4 races, the race times for them too. 6:30 the first, races 4, 5, 7 and 8. The 4 races which will be the focus on this extended Racing to Win today for meeting number 27. Previous winners, Tom, about to come up on the screen right now. Mikhail Barcelona is back, looking to do it again.
He is, and he's a defending champion. Vincent Ho from 2023. We had a tie with Marquand and De Souza in 2022, and Zach Purton there for 2020 and 2021. He's got some strong rides through those IJC legs, so he's bidding to become a 4-time champion of the series. He is indeed. One man that is new to the series, but no stranger to Hong Kong racing, is Umberto Rispoli. It's great to have him back.
Glad to be back. It's always a pleasure. Almost for a weekend like that, to me, is beside the Hong Kong Derby, I think it's the biggest weekend of the Hong Kong racing. As I said, I'm glad to be back. It feels like I never left.
It certainly does feel that way when you speak to everybody. They're certainly glad to see you, as to are we, of course. But this competition, Nick said it so perfectly, I think, up on the presentation there, in the sense that this is sort of the standalone Jockeys Challenge. It really is the best in the world, isn't it?
Look, I think obviously it's a tough. You know, we can only beat 12, but I feel we should be probably more than that. Unfortunately, we can't. But you know, being part of the IJC this year, you know, been trying for a long time, and glad to be surrounded about you know, with all those jockeys around me, top class, top quality jockeys. So it's going to be very interesting.
And do you treat perhaps a competition like this any differently? I guess ultimately it is a horse race, 4 of them obviously, and points certainly mean a lot. But I guess coming into this, it has a different feel, doesn't it?
It does, because, you know, I think you have a mix of international, so races, they're not going to look like really Hong Kong style, you know. It's going to be more, I think, wide open, more international side. That's what I think would make a charismatic and very important to this meet.
Just on your rides, obviously I won't press you too much on form, because I'm sure you'll have a good look at that before the IJC, but you start with Harmony Fire, who loves it around Happy Valley, and you finish with Tourbillon Golfer, who's in good form. So your rides look like a good bunch.
Definitely, they are good. I think it's club makes a good, good arrangement for the horses. I think it's a live chances for everybody, and you know, that's what we want to see. The draw, they're going to play the role for sure. Unfortunately, I'm a 3/4 time. I'm really outside. I'm going to enjoy to see some people at the beer garden. So, but look, that's the draw we have. We need to try to manage with. We know how tough is Happy Valley with the draw outside, but you know, Michael won the last race last year, being on the 12, so everything can happen.
There he is, Umberto Rispoli, Paul, and looking at Umberto's rides for Wednesday night. He hasn't only picked up rides in the IJC, he's been supported by trainers outside there too. Yeah, no, he definitely has, and look, he's got a good one in Tourbillon Golfer, I think. I think with that low draw, he's going to have every chance. I think that's one of his best rides. That comes up in race 8. Sky Heart looks a good ride as well. Harmony Fire, he's drawn wide, unfortunately. Highland Rahi, we know what he'll do there. He's going to put the handlebars down. Yeah, he is, and he, of course, is a class record holder at the Valley, but he's not been going as well in his last couple of starts, Highland Rahi. Tourbillon Golfer definitely looks a winning hope with the lightweight. Ricky, you prepares him as we look at race number 4 now, the first leg, and preview time for that one. 1,000 metres is the distance of this race. And this is how they line up. Healthy, Super 60, both at the top of the book with wide draws. Lean Master back in distance. Zeta Hedge having his second start. Cap lineup, he's had 2 starts, both over at Sha Tin, so Happy Valley debut for him. Massive plunge on Beauty Thunder 2 starts ago when he was a winner. Bunter Baby down towards the bottom is on the improve, and Snowthorn, a gear change with him, will have the blinkers going on for the first time. 1,000 metres. Class 4, Paul, lot of pace, points on offer early. How are they going to land? What could possibly go wrong? Look, I've got Zeta Hedge. He showed really good early gate speed in his debut run. I think he can lead. Lean Master, he's in behind him there now. He's drawn barrier number 1. Umberto's ride, Harmony Fire. He likes to go forward as well, but there's the danger of him being trapped wide there. Beauty Thunder, who, as we said, all the money was for last time. He'll be looking for cover, I think, with all that pace. And now, Healthy, the one at the back there, can go forward, but he's got barrier 12, so I think he's just going to let the race unfold. He's had the aid of James McDonald riding him in the past too, has Healthy. Now, off we go to an interview Nick has done with the trainer of Super 60. It's Caspar Fownes.
Caspar Fownes, you're no stranger, of course, to winners at Happy Valley. You'll certainly be wanting winners at this meeting, I'm sure. You've got Super 60 lining up in the first leg of the Jockeys Championship. You've got Joe Moreira riding, of course. No familiar name to you there. Ran in this race last year, ran well.
Yeah, he remains in good form. He was a bit unlucky his last start, so I decided to just keep him fresh and target this race. And obviously a bit unfortunate we come up with a wide gate of 11. But he's got good gate speed, so we'll leave it to Joe to handle.
He ran in this race 12 months ago, Caspar, off 44. He's done well since. I mean, he's up to 57 now. So do you think there's still a good bit to offer around here, especially?
Yeah, I think he's still got a couple of points in hand. You know, he'll be competitive at this rating. He's only a small horse, is what I'll say. But he's been performing well in recent times.
You mentioned the wide gate, obviously very unfortunate, but no better man to overcome it. I'm sure great to team up with Joe again.
Yeah, very happy to have Joe back. He's a legend in Hong Kong. He's done so much for the sport here. So it's just great to have him back for the night, and I'm sure we'll have a bit of fun on the night.
That is Caspar with Nick there. Tom, what on Super 60? Won't mind the 1,000 metres, and he's been holding his form well.
It's just a draw that's the concern for me. He was looking when the entries came out, probably one of the leading chances in the race, the way he's been going. He's 7 pounds better off with Beauty Thunder. He had a bit of a checkered passage last time out. He's had a slight freshen up, Paul, but barrier 11 has to be the concern.
Yeah, look, it looks really bad. I don't know what they're going to do. Will they go back with him? We heard there from Caspar he's got really good gate speed. But there is a lot of horses with gate speed in this race. If he does go forward, he is in danger of being trapped wide. So Yeah, just a little bit concerned about the draw there.
The horse that beat him in that interview, Paul, is Beauty Thunder. This will be the first ride in the series for Zach Purton. Looking at Zach's rides for Wednesday night, and he kicks off with Oriental Surprise early. As Beauty Thunder, Youth Power, also Flying Fortress and Kairos Dragon in the series.
He's got a couple there. I don't mind Oriental Surprise and Bull Attitude. I think they're good chances. And Youth Power likes to lead, as does Winning Money. So he's got some good rides.
He certainly has. He's had experience with Beauty Thunder in the past. He's had one ride aboard him, and Winning Money with a low barrier draw. I think looks a good chance. He was fired forward last time out and just got the stitch late.
He's healthy, Tom. He's a pretty consistent horse, James McDonald Pierrong, but like Super 60, he's drawn the outside gate. So Super 60, 11, healthy, 12.
He's last one off a rating of 65. It was just over a year ago now, but again, the draw is the massive concern with barrier number 12 here. Where's he going to end up in the run? It's likely to be wide, and he loomed up wider in this race that was ultimately won by Lakeshore Hero. That's Winning Money towards the inside there as well. So he's not the worst, but whether he can win from gate 12, Paul's definitely debatable.
Yeah, that's the problem with the big weight as well. Look, if they do overcook it, he's one that could benefit from that because he can go back in his runs as well. I'm going to put him on a very minor line, but look, it's hard to see him winning from that draw.
Defending champion Paul is Mikhail Barcelona. He's going to ride round one for Jamie Richards called Cap Liner, who's only had the 2 starts, both at Sha Tin down the straight 1,000.
He's a bit of an unknown for me, this horse, because he's never been to Happy Valley before. Cheek pieces will go on him as well. He's drawn nicely in barrier 4, so he's going to get every opportunity. It's just how he handles the occasion.
I think he'll be okay. Son of Capitalist, no Happy Valley barrier trial leading into this. So that, of course, was behind Packing Glory and Sight Hermoso. And he stuck on well there for 4th. No concerns with the trip, but he's got a kind draw for his first look at the city circuit.
Mikhail Barcelona's ride's about to appear on screen, Tom, with the first of them, Sunday Serenade. Cap Liner, the first, obviously, in the IJC. Yeah,
he's got a couple there for Jamie Richards. Amazing Gaze in the 2nd leg. Ivy League in the 7th. Pakistan Legacy, you don't mind him, Paul?
Yeah, look, he's won a trial quite impressively at Happy Valley as well. So, look, I think he's going to get... He could be one for value, that one.
OK. Bunter Baby, Paul. He's getting better and better. He started some big money at times since he's been here, but his last 2 he's placed. We've also got out of this replay a couple of other runners in Harmony Fire, who's a 5-time course and distance winner and star performer, who's been just a tad disappointing.
I'm going to include Bunter Baby, not on a win line, but he arrived on 65. He's down to this 48 rating now. He's got a kind draw, barrier 5, and William Buick knows his way around.
Yes, William Buick went very close in this race last year, of course, with Lean Master, who was nutted in the shadows. But this horse here missed the start last time out, got a bit of a squeeze afterwards. If that happens here, it's all over Red Rover. OK, it's simple as that. Honest Witness, Tom. Now, he got a check mid-race last time. He's been back to Chung Fa. He's won an 800-metre trial. What are you doing with him in this race? I've left him out here. He's yet to win from his 6 starts. He's had a freshen up 84 days. Copped a nasty check, as you mentioned, coming off the back straight last time out and gave ground. Was pushed out a little bit in this trial. He seemed to do it comfortably enough, but happy to watch here, Paul, in a race that seems full of chances. He's one of them, not suggesting he can't win, but I think there's a few others I like.
I think he can. Barrier 2, Christophe Lemaire. I'm going to go with him.
There you go, 12 points, Honest Witness.
I think he's a good chance. I like that trial, and he's been pretty unlucky around the valley, so we'll put him on top. To beat Bunter Baby, he did miss the start last time, but still ran 2nd. Zeta Hedge will be in front, Out of Trouble, Hugh Bowman, and then Healthy. 7-11, 5-1.
Yeah, last start Beauty Thunder was 3 wide up on the speed and not able to cross. That was 1,200 metres. He steps back to 1,000 metres, the scene of the crime from 2 runs ago over Zeta Hedge. I think that can be the cue again. Zeta Hedge jumped so quickly and was there for a long way last start. Cap Liner and Bunter Baby, provided he jumps from his stall of barrier number 5, he's certainly a chance in this. But it does run a little deeper than that as well. 8, 5, 6, 11.
That's IJC Leg 1. Break time here, Racing to Win. We'll preview Leg 2 right after this. Welcome back to Racing to Win. One rider that's been in Hong Kong for a short term and making quite an impression, well known around the world. Let's get to know Hollie Doyle a little better.
Hi everyone, it's Hollie Doyle here and I'm a professional jockey from England. Growing up, I always wanted to be a jockey really. I didn't know anything else. I was brought up around horses, doing pony club and things like that, and just nothing else was an option. And I suppose my mum and dad both rode, so it was in the blood really. Favourite horse, that's a tough one because I've got quite a few. Probably Nashwa.
It's Nashwa is coming home best of all to win the Qatar Nassau Stakes under Hollie Doyle. Nashwa the winner.
I think winning on True Self in the Neom Turf Cup in Saudi Arabia for Willie Mullins was a pretty special day. Obviously, riding the win in Saudi Arabia was pretty cool, and also to be for Willie Mullins, who's a renowned jumps trainer. But no, it was a pretty good day.
True Self's up into second. Channelmaker's trying to hold on. 100 meters to go. Channelmaker's still there. True Self keeps on coming. True Self to the top.
When I was a kid, I used to look up to the likes of Adrian McCoy and Ryan Moore. Probably be seen and not heard. Yeah, obviously Tom's my husband, so he means quite a lot to me, and we get on great, and we're quite unique. Obviously he's in Japan and I'm here in Hong Kong, so yeah, I suppose we've got quite a strong relationship because plenty of people wouldn't be able to put up with that. To be honest, we don't see a whole lot of each other in England. We're quite often at separate tracks every day and getting home at different times if we are coming home. But obviously it's great when we've both ridden winners or had a good day, but when we haven't, it's pretty bad. It's you know, obviously a huge privilege that the Hong Kong Jockey Club have asked me again. You know, I've been for the last few years, and it's the most prestigious jockey challenge in the world. So to be in the lineup once again, it's very special. Yeah, Happy Valley's just got an atmosphere like no other really. There's a huge buzz, a sense of, you know, excitement within the fans, and obviously the track's very different, and I really enjoy riding there.
And Hollie, Tom will be looking for even more winners on Wednesday night. Busy night too, 8 rides for Hollie Doyle.
Yeah, she's been certainly popular since arriving here a couple of weeks ago, and she's got some good rides through the course of the program. Chunwan Glory in the first would be certainly a chance. Talent Supremo, star performer at the top of the order there, and then you've got Yuchung Victory, who's the last start winner. Don't mind Thriving Brothers, Paul, and Mr. Desira later too.
Looks the best ride, doesn't it, Mr. Desira from Barrier 1? He's got plenty of speed too.
Preview time, Leg 2 of the IJC, race number 5. Here is the field. Fortunate Son at the top of the book. Star Mac is on the class drop. Corleone, a last start winner, carries an extra £4. Chain of Gold has the hood off. Amazing Grace wears cheek pieces for the first time. Youth Powers placed his last 2, and Ace Wars placed 2 from 4, course and distance. So 1650 metre start here, Paul, on the A course. It's a decent sort of run to the first turn. On the speed map, who's going to get a good spot?
Thought Youth Power. Zach Purden might take bad luck out of it and go straight to the front here, and he's got that good draw so he can come across. The alternative leader is Corleone. Ryan Moore doesn't necessarily like leading though, and I think he can get a good trail, and he was in the trail last time when he won. Take Action will come across, I think, from barrier number 9. Christophe Lemaire can put him right in the race. Forever Glorious, he likes to go forward as well. Star Mac, down at the back there, he's got absolutely no gate speed, as we know, so he'll need a bit of luck.
He's having his first run in this grade 2 as Star Mac. We'll see what he can do. But the Nick and Caspar show rolls on. This time they're talking Corleone.
Caspar, you've got Corleone in the second leg of the International Jockeys Championship. You've got a nice draw, you've got a very good jockey on in Ryan Moore, and you've got a horse in form. Absolutely, yeah. He ticks all the boxes. Again, after his impressive win last start, I opted to wait for this race for him and see if we can get another win on the board. Again, he's up in the weights and the handicap, you know, carrying a big weight. But his win was very good, in a good time. He ran 138.5, you know, which is a solid time for the Valley. And obviously with the superstar Ryan on top, it's been a wonderful
result.
I know it's easy to say now, Caspar, after he's won, but he just looked ready to win one last time, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He presented well all season, and since that run, he's pleased me in his work. He had a nice trial last week in Chung Fa, and again, he's in good condition for his race.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that trial. Is he the type of horse that sort of takes the journey up there and back in his stride? Obviously, the trial looked very good.
Yeah, no, he enjoys going up to Chung Fa, and it's a race. I mean, there's a couple of nice horses in this race. There's a couple dropping in the ratings and going into Class 4, like Hayes' horse looks quite well suited there, coming off a good finish in Class 3 last start. So, yeah, it's not the easiest of races, but I presented him well, and he gets his chance.
Talking of David Hayes, he's got plenty of runners in these races, so too have you. I imagine this is always, I know it's probably a silly question, but is this always a meeting that you target?
Yeah, I'm surprised Hazy's got a few in there. It's really surprised me to see the entries, but look, hopefully with his three-pronged attack and my single one, I should be able to handle him.
So as Caspar said, Tom, in the interview, Ryan Moore takes the ride on Corleone. We're about to look at Ryan's rides. He has the 4 of them, with winning champion Corleone, Storming Dragon and Triumphant Moore.
Yeah, Triumphant Moore, not the worst later on in the program. Storming Dragon there for Jamie Richards, and then of course the first leg he's got horse number 10, winning champion, who been there or thereabouts without winning one.
Speaking of winning, here is No Take Action running 3rd last time. We've got Ace War and Amazing Gaze 8th. What did you make of his run here, Paul? Amazing Gaze.
Yeah, I was slightly disappointed. I heard David Hayes say in the press that he was in a bit of an awkward position there. Look, he'd been running really consistent races for before that, so worth another go. I like Ace War's running here because he didn't get out till late in that red jacket, and he finished off really strongly.
Got cheap pieces going on, Amazing Gaze. He was probably slightly further back than they ideally expected last time out, but in saying that, he was only beaten 2 lengths in a bit of a blanket finish there too.
We move on, Tom, to another Hayes runner, this time Youth Power. Zach Purton's going to take the ride on him. He's come a long way, this horse. He was struggling in Class 5 at one stage. He's no world beater, but does he figure in your calculations here? Well,
he's likely to go forward. Last time out in this race here, he was handy, didn't lead, but he kept on well enough here behind Glorious Journey, and obviously wasn't too far from Leslie in a run prior to that on the all-weather, but I've always found him a bit hard to catch.
Yes, I think if Zach gets him to the front and tries to stack them up, he'll get his chance. I'll put him in on a monoline.
Speaking of hard to catch, Paul, here is Starmac, David Hayes' next runner, the 3rd in the field. What can you do with him as far as selections go?
Well, he's hard to have on a win line for sure. At 30 starts, the 1 win. That was here at Happy Valley, but it was over longer. He gets back, he needs luck, barrier 10. I'm going to leave him out.
From memory, he had a great run on the rail that night as well, Starmac, when he was able to win. There were 6 or 7 vying for the finish there, and he wasn't far away at all. Last one was off 67. David Hayes, I think, has got him going okay at the moment. You reckon Hazy's trying to get a piece of this $500,000 for the trainer's bonus?
Maybe just slightly, Tom, with the fact that he's got so many runners engaged in leg 2, if nothing else. He does have James McDonald on board too, does Starmac, and he worked the Oracle with Galaxy Patch recently.
He certainly did. Windicator family for David Hall on the first. There's a chance the Azure is not the worst. Healthy's drawn wide. Starmac, Prestige Hall has only had limited runs. So one of your old faves there, Paul, another Zonda.
Yeah, I'm going to include him in there. I think he's a chance. And Johannes Brahms coming up in the last race as well. So a good book of rides from him.
It is. Are you David Hayes' team or are you someone else?
I'm going to go with someone else, actually. I'm going with Ace War. With Rachel King aboard, I think he can get a nice run against the rail. Douglas White, the trainer. Amazing Gaze, that's the David Hayes in there. I've got 2 David Hayeses in there. Corleone's going to get every chance, and Youth Power, 12, 6, 3, 10.
Stick with Corleone here. It was an impressive win first up and a good training performance from Caspar Fownes. So Ryan Moore rides Corleone over Amazing Gaze. Ace War unlucky last start, got going late, and Starmac wasn't too far away as well. So 3, 6, 12, 2.
Sorry, David, the boys are going to make you wait for Kaying Rising on Sunday because neither with the Hayes stable to win leg number 2. We'll take a break and come back with leg number 3 right after this. Welcome back to Racing to Win. A reminder that the big week doesn't finish at the close of Happy Valley on Wednesday night. We have Sha Tin for the Turf World Championships coming up on Sunday. Kaying Rising, Romantic Warrior looking to win his 4th cup. Well, also stars of the hometown heroes on the program. The Internationals, Tono Ravers here. The O'Brien team is here in good numbers as well, as others are from France. Sosi's running, and Giavolotto back to try and make it 2 vases in a row. That's coming up at Sha Tin Sunday. An earlier start time there, the first race at 12:25. On to race number 7 we go now. Good field this. Highland Rahi at the top of the book comes up with a wide draw. Flying Fortress, both wins have been in this grade. Silvery Breeze has placed his only time over the 1650 to Happy Valley. Happy Valley debut for Max Q, but he's racing well. Semirkand, a Class 4 winner last time. Thriving Brothers, a last start winner, as is Beauty Glory. He comes up in grade after winning a Class 4 last time, Paul. So 1650 once again. The speed map is about to appear. What sort of pace are we expecting in this?
Really good pace. Be on the far side, no question about that with this race. Semirkand led all the way last start. He's got the inside draw. Highland Rahi is a really strong leader as well. He's going to come across. Viva Gracious has led and likes to go forward as well. Beauty Glory is another strong leader in this race. There's plenty of pace in it. Thriving Brothers, he likes to go forward. He sat in the trail when winning last start. Max Q, now he might get the race run to suit because he has gone back in the past. Solid win, another one that could be a forgotten horse at the back there as well.
It's interview time. Nick is done with the 2016 IJC winner, Hugh Bowman. He's riding Silvery Breeze.
I think if I had to choose one to be most excited about, it probably would be Silvery Breeze. His last 2 runs have been outstanding, and he really is knocking on the door. So, look, I think all my horses are certainly capable of scoring points for me. If we can get the all-important win on one of them, or possibly 2, that'd be probably win it. But yeah, look, like I said, they're all capable of scoring points, which is the most important thing, really.
That is Hugh Bowman there, Tom. And looking at Hugh's rides for the night, Silvery Breeze, Paul's going to make a case for him shortly, but what of the other book?
Again, Sterling Wong Choi, not the worst riding high. I do like Zeta Hedge going around in the 4th. He showed tremendous gate speed last time out. Forever Glorious is lining up in the 5th event on the program, and he's a horse that is well rated for the assignment. Argento Ocean was good last time out, and then you got Silvery Breeze. Paul Power kept. Didn't think he trialled too badly leading into this.
He didn't, and Helene Feeling, he likes it around the valley as well, and he's going to get himself into a good position. I think overall, Hugh Bowman's got the best book for the whole card of jockeys running around on Wednesday night.
We'll find out if he's got the best book for IJC and enough points to win it, because the boys will be asked for their tips at the end of the show. Paul, here is Max Q at Sha Tin last time. Can't fault the way he's going. Vincent Ho's the man on board on Wednesday for Mark Newnham.
Yeah, barrier 8. So look, with all this pace in the race, I think the field's going to spread out. So he should be able to get in one off the rail, and that would be the key for his chances. With the pace in the race, you can see him going back and running on. He'll need a little bit of luck, but he'll get his chance.
There's a little bit of form in this race as well. Beauty Bolt wins that, and of course he's since run second. The horse in the turquoise on the inside there is Another World, and he won on the all-weather the other day. So a bit of form around Max Q. Coming to Happy Valley for the first time. He did have his first ever barrier trial at the Valley, and that was going back to October of 2024.
Okay, so he has had a sight of Max Q. The 2023 IJC winner, Tom, is Vincent Ho, and there's Vincent's rides.
Telecom Power in Class 5, a chance here. Invincible, of course, he lost his rider, James McDonald, last start. Lean Master went close in this exact race last season with William Buick aboard Fortunate Son. Wonder Star on a turnaround. Gee, the boombox was good last start, Paul.
Yeah, off a slow pace as well. I quite like him in the last. I think he's a big chance.
Yeah, it was good to see him back to form of the boombox. Speaking of liking horses, Paul, you've been with Thriving Brothers a bit lately. Had a perfect trip here in behind Lucy in the Sky. Pops out at the top of the straight and wins. He does carry extra weight. He's drawn barrier 1 though. Yeah,
this is a second win. The wins have been sort of far apart. This was at Sha Tin as well. He comes back to Happy Valley. He has run well at Happy Valley in the past. Hollie Doyle from barrier 1. He'll get his chance.
Again, the form here's good. The horse that runs third on the outside here is Little Paradise, and he, of course, won the final race at Sha Tin on Sunday. So he's 31 days off this, £9 extra. 1650 maybe a little question mark, but he did place 1600 on the poly track at Dundalk, and He's up 21 pounds. That could be a positive.
Okay, that's the boys' thoughts there on Thriving Brothers. Now, off we go to a number of horses, Tom, that we have seen race regularly against each other around Happy Valley. You're making a case for any of these 5?
You don't mind Flying Fortress at all. Bit keen in the mid-stages last time out, then momentarily hit the front, was headed late by Super Unicorn. Highland Rahi, Paul, can set some fast sectionals. He regularly sets sectionals for that first split under 28, and it's just barrier 12 whether he can get across.
Yeah, well, Samarkand, who likes to do the same, so that's going to be his problem, I think. I didn't mind Storming Dragon. I think Ryan Moore is a good booking. Well, it was a good draw to get Storming Dragon because I think he'll suit the horse.
Okay, because they are likely to run along, as you said, Paul, in the speed map, and here is another reason why Samarkand. They tried it a few times leading and running them into the ground, and it just come up short. Managed to get it done last time, but it was in Class 4.
It was, so he's going to find this tricky. I mean, with Highland Rahi in the race, he sort of got his own way in this. That's definitely not going to happen here, because if Highland Rahi misses the jump by any reason, Beauty Glory's there as well. He's another leader, so it's going to be tough for Samarkand, I thought.
Rachel King rode this horse last year in one of these races and ran 5th. He was rated 75 that. He's rated 67 here, and you mentioned, of course, Beauty Glory. He's never actually won 2 in a row, but he's another horse that set a very quick tempo last start, 27.2 and then 23.43.
Here is Beauty Glory leading for home in this race, Tom.
Yeah, and as I said, the sectionals were strong in this race. Wanted to lay out a little bit under pressure over the final stages, but wouldn't be confident about him going back-to-back, Paul.
No, not in this race, not with all this pace in the race. Even though he's got barrier 3, he's got the Joe Moreira aboard as well. Positives in those 2, but look, it's a different setup, this race.
Hollie Doyle, very popular, Paul, but as is Joe Moreira, 8 rides for the Magic Man as he's returning to Hong Kong.
Yeah, a lot for Caspar as well, obviously. Family Fortune, Lucky Generations and Super 60, all for that stable. He's got Quantum Patch. He's a bit of a non-winner, Quantum Patch. He's just had the 1 win from all his starts. Skycap comes in fresh. Never dissented. Jumbo Legend, he's riding hit him in the last.
Yeah, he'll be a genius if he can get Quantum Patch home for a second win. Jumbo Legend as well, he likes the pace on.
Who wins, Paul?
Going to go with Silvery Breeze. We heard from Hugh Bowman at the start there. Very unlucky last start. I think he can win this. Storming Dragon with Ryan Moore aboard. We put another Zonda on, James McDonald aboard. It was a good third from him at a big price last start, and Max Q running on. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thriving Brothers here for Hollie Doyle. He won well last time out. Don't think 16.50 should be too much of a problem for him, and he has put on weight since his last run as well, so he's clearly thriving, is the brothers. So he's on top from Flying Fortress, Silvery Breeze, and certainly keen to have Max Q in there because he is racing well. 9, 2, 3, 6.
Third leg done. One more to preview. It comes up after the break along with all of the best bets and plays, and we'll put the spotlight on the boys to find out who they think will win this year's IJC. Welcome back to this extended racing to winners. We preview IJC at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. The last leg is race number 8 and Kairos Dragon at the top. Zach Purton's had good success on Kairos Dragon. We've got Pakistan Legacy making his Happy Valley debut. 7-day turnaround for Wonder Star. Romantic Sun, a last start winner, carries an extra £7. Bundle of Charms placed 6 from 17 course and distance. Mr. Desira and Tourbillon Golfer both come up in grade with wins against their names. 1,200 metres to conclude IJC night, Paul. The speed map is about to appear. Who are you going to move around and place where? Yeah, well, again, this is another race with plenty of pace in the race. Mr. Desira from barrier 1, he's just going to ping out and try and extend them here. Tourbillon Golfer, he can be another horse who's got plenty of speed, and he's got a low draw. Akash Fandi can go forward. Wonder Star likes to go forward. Pakistan Legacy led last start. I think the field will break up in size, so that'll give all the horses a chance to sort of slot in. Towards the back, Mighty Commander, he should get the race run to suit, as will Kairos Dragon. As you mentioned, Zach Purton knows this horse well, and I think he'll go back as well. So, look, there's plenty of pace, and the tactic's going to be big in this race. David Hayes is only going to have Carrying Rising left in the stable on Wednesday night. He's got 2 more in this, and here's Nick with David talking Akash Vani and Romantic Sun.
David Hayes, the final leg of the IJC is race 8. You've got a couple of really strong chances. I'm sure you'll be liking to head into the penultimate race in a very good position. But you've got Akash Vani, James McDonald, Romantic Sun, Rachel King, two horses that love it around here. Both look to be strong chances.
Yeah, they do. They're in form horses that have drawn well. Askevani didn't get the best rub of the green the other day. He had a horse lay on him in the straight, but it was only narrowly beaten. And Romantic Sun was quite dominant. So you love taking horses that are in form to the Valley, especially if they've drawn well with good jockeys on. So I'm pretty happy with all ticks.
And talking of the latter, Romantic Sun, I mean, he's always shown his best around here. Good to see him back to form last time, and Rachel King going on as well. Certainly no detriment there.
Yeah, look, he's a very consistent horse that's easy to ride. He was unlucky the start before he won, so he's really in form, and that win was probably his best run in Hong Kong.
It looks fiercely competitive as always, this competition, David, and we know there's great incentive for the trainers as well. You're throwing plenty of darts at the board this year, and you've got some really nice chances all across it. Yeah,
to get in them you've got to be in form, but to run in them they're running against a lot of in-form horses as well. So with a bit of luck they should be weighing in, I hope.
Do you think perhaps this pair in the 8th race might be a couple of your stronger chances maybe?
I really like the way Starmax's working in the Class 4. I think he's a lot better horse than Class 4s. And he's got a couple of good backups if things go wrong. So, yeah, they're one of my best chances, but it's a very hard race.
You might have to go back and a bit of a stop and stare at Starmac after that wrap for him there from David. Let's have a look at Rachel King's rides here, Tom. 4 of them. Snowthorn placed last time.
Yes, he did, and he's going well at the moment. Snowthorn, you've got Ace War there as well. Samarkand, who Rachel has had this time last year, Baldwin running 5th, and then you've got Romantic Sun as well, who has to be a live chance. So you like Ace War, Paul?
Yeah, I do. I give Ace War a good chance, and I don't mind Romantic Sun in this. I think he's a chance as well. So she's got some good rides.
Next jockey to preview, Paul, is William Buick. He has the 4 rides across the meeting, also kicking off with Bunter Baby.
I quite like Bunter Baby. He's gone on my numbers. Chain of Gold can pop up occasionally, but he's a bit of a non-winner. Viva Gracious has got the wide draw. Bundle of Charm, another one that can pop up. So, look, he'll be one of probably at bigger odds.
Bundle of Charm, just about one of the best rated horse on the program. Last one off 92.
All right, there you go. So there's a good point for Bundle of Charm. Up-and-comers, Tom. Mr. Desira winning on the 19th of November. Caspar Fownes, he's also throwing good numbers into the series, looking for the trainer's bonus.
Yeah, so he's got further £9 to carry here. He jumped well, he had a good lead, and just no pressure, was able to kick away. It was a smart win here over the 1,000 metres, but there's nothing wrong with his 1,200 form either, Paul.
No, it's good. And look, he's going to be in front. It's just what sort of pressure he gets with the likes of horses like Wonder Star, Akash Fani, etc. in the race, and Torbjorn Golfer as well. He could get pressure.
Next of the Fownes runners, Paul, is Mighty Commander. Power kept the old boy also figures here. Yet to win in this grade, Mighty Commander, but his last few runs in this class have been better.
And he should get the race run to suit, because he does get back. Barrier 11, I think Christophe Lemaire will just get him right out the back there, and he'll be the one finishing it off. He'll need luck in the running, that's the query. And as Tom said, Powerkip's been working okay recently.
He has, and he last one off 68, he's marked 76. He wanted to land a little bit over the concluding stages last time out. Hughie had to pull the right hand through for the stick, but he has trolled well.
This man, Tom, we see him on simulcast win everything in Japan. Christophe Lemaire's in town.
Yeah, he's unstoppable over there, isn't he? And he's got a nice ride here for Caspar Fownes. Although this horse has never won or run second in Class 3 in the past, that would be the little concern here, but obviously comes out of that Chateau Neuf race, and King Miles won through that. Young Brilliant there, Honest Witness, Take Action, solid winner. A few chances there.
Yeah, definitely. I think Honest Witness is a winning chance.
Torbjorn Golfer's in this replay, Paul. You've got the ball on the tee, you're about to swing. Does he land on the green or in the bunker?
Oh, I've kept them safe, so I'll be straight down the middle of the fairway, I think. Won't be aiming for the bunkers. He goes in the numbers. He has been declared a roarer in the past, this horse, but hasn't shown any signs of it in his racing. Another one with a lot of speed, but again, Mr. Desira in the race.
Let's be honest, you're waiting at the 19th anyway for everyone else. Torbjorn Golfer, yeah, I think he can win this race. Umberto Rispoli and Ricky Yu, he's a nice horse going forward.
Pakistan Legacy is our last replay, Tom. Here he is first up. He's yet to deliver too much second up, but he comes here a run fitter.
Yeah, he's not a horse that I have a great deal of time for. He's won a trial at Happy Valley in the past. It's not his first look at the circuit. Led up a bit one pace last time out. We're going to see the grey horse Public Attention line up over the weekend at Sharton. Not one for me here.
Yeah, I quite like him. Look, I've got Barcelona aboard, Mikhail Barcelona from Barrier 7. I think he can put himself on the pace, and it was quite an impressive trial win from him. He fights. That's what I quite like about this horse. He wasn't too far away, and this is a lot harder race than he's going to face on Wednesday night.
All right, so you've kept Rory McIlroy safe, but gone, what's a Macram to win?
I get my money's worth when I play golf. I hit the ball a lot of times, but I'm going to go with Pakistan Legacy here as a value play. He should be a really good price. Romantic Sun, Mr. Desira, Tourbillon Golf with a 2 on pace, 369.12.
Yeah, I like Tourbillon Golfer here with the lightweight coming up in grade off the back of that last win 35 days ago. Mr. Desira, Akash Varney and Power Kip could be one there at a bigger price to run well for Hugh Bowman. Mark Newnham had him going so well last season, 12, 9, 5 and 2.
That is the boys' thoughts for race number 8. You've both been up in the office, you've been at your desks, you've had your little lead pencils and your races out all day, you've had columns and arrows going everywhere. Who wins this thing?
No idea. It looks so off open. Tactics, luck and running. I've got a couple winning. I've got it as a tie actually between Rachel King and Mikel Barcelona. 1 win each and 1 second each. Hugh Bowman not far away with 1 win and a third. It's wide open for me. But look, as you can see, not much between the three of them.
And I'm about to have a couple of totally different jockeys appear on the graphic here that you didn't have. And one of them is Zach Purton and the other is Hollie Doyle, sharing there with 18 points apiece. And then Umberto Rispoli and Ryan Moore, who hopefully can pick up a couple of wins there as well. But ever since they certainly evened this up, I think 4 or 5 years ago with the assistance of Dominic Byrne out of Australia, it's been very, very close.
It has, and evidenced even more so by the fact the boys have got all those different combinations in their top 3 or 4, depending on how many ties are in the results. All right, that's the IJC preview. There is 9 races. Paul, is your best bet in an IJC league or a support race?
No, it's in the IJC bet. I think one of Hugh Bowman's here at Silvery Breeze, really unlucky in his last couple of starts. I think he can win the 3rd of the 4 IJC races, and the value play would make him the last of the IJC races. One we just talked about, Pakistan Legacy, should be a good price. 1 win from his 7 starts, but he's quite an honest horse. And then the play of the day we'll do earlier in the card in race 4, Zeta Hedge, Honest Witness, Bunter Baby, another IJC race. It's all about the IJC races.
Race 6, number 10, winning money. Francis Lloyd and Zach Purton here used up early from a wide stall last start and certainly stuck on well there in this run here. And he's got the services of Zach Purton on board from a middle of the line draw here. Of course, Lakeshore here up the inside there was able to mug him late, but he's ready to win one, is winning money in race 6, number 10, Zach Purton aboard. And the other one I don't mind is in one of the IJC leagues, Thriving Brothers, and he's the last start winner. Dennis Ship and Hollie Doyle combining with race 7, horse 9, Thriving Brothers. And the play coming up in race number 7 on the program. A QQP, Flying Fortress racing well enough, Silvery Breeze and Thriving Brothers there as well. 2, 3 and 9 for race 7.
Waiting till the very last race on the program. Caspar Fownes with a couple of very good runners engaged here. Sky Heart and Jumbo Legend. A little wink from Umberto Rispoli. Didn't mind his run last time at Shah 10, 1,800 metres. He's won 4 from 16, draws well, £124. The value, first leg of the IJC, race 4, number 4, 1,200 no good for Lee Master last time. A little slow out 2 runs ago. If he can use barrier 1 to his advantage, the 1,000 metres does suit. And there's the play, race 9, QQP, Jumbo Legend, Sky Heart, the stablemates, and the Boom Box, who was so good winning at his first run at Happy Valley last time, 6, 7, 11 in a QQP. It's such a big week. We have Wednesday night at Happy Valley. There is then on Thursday live track work on the website. There'll be a very special preview show on Thursday. Friday, there'll be the race-by-race previews available, another live track work show. Saturday's just a little bit of a get-ready day for that graphic, the middle one, right there, Tom, Sunday.
Yep, the sprint, the mile, the cup, the vase. The first event underway at 12:25, 11:55 will be on air, and there's already plenty of people in the town. Paul, the tour groups have all arrived, and everyone getting set fair for not only Wednesday night, but all the other events coming up as well.
Yeah, it's really, really good week, isn't it, here in Hong Kong? And obviously everyone will be having a good time, and hopefully we'll get a winner on Wednesday night.
Absolutely. Who wins the vase quickly, because it's very open?
I'm going to go El Riffa.
El Riffa as well. Unfortunately, scratching in the cup today. Lord Delray came out with an issue, so we're down to a field of 8 there, but I think El Riffa will be too good.
All right, that went a bit pear-shaped. They both agree. What about the mile? We're agreeing on the mile, or
I
it's
don't
too
know
early to
yet.
tell?
Too early.
My wish, I think, if he draws well.
OK, these barrier draws will take place also live on the website on Thursday. That's been Racing to Win. We'll see you for IJC night at 6:30.